feel free to start making your way to a comfortable seat. And just close your eyes over and just begin to start to turn your attention from your outer space into your inner space. If you're feeling a little flat today, I'm feeling a little flat today, so I'm going to keep my palms up. Or if you're feeling a little too energized and like to ground yourself a little bit, palms facing down. And just one more minute before we start. All right, we might begin. So if you'd like, you can grab your playlist and press play. And again, just making sure it's off shuffle. We begin in this comfortable seat and bring your hands to heart center. So give me 1 second. Keep going, hands to heart center. Beautiful. And I'd like you to set an intention for today's class. It's Thursday, the weekend's coming up, perhaps there's a little project that you want to be working on, or there's something you've been thinking of starting but been putting off. Maybe that's where our intention goes. And keep shifting that outer focus inside. And if you are listening to the playlist, try and drop in to that heartbeat. And all the little to-do lists begin to fade away. Bow your head to your heart center, release the hands. And we're going to start in a twisted seat. So bring your left hand, we're going to bring it behind your spine, and we're working to get it really directly in the center of your back. And your right hand can come to the outer side of your left thigh. We begin to twist the chest open. And again, our head, our drishti, our gaze is following our chest. So our chin is parallel to the floor. And we don't open our neck up all the way around here. We keep it wherever our chest is at. And exhale, as we untwist, we walk our arms over to the other side and just bending forward. Exhale, pressing back up, and we'll swap sides. So right hand goes behind you now. Left hand to the outer edge of your thigh and twist open. Now at the moment, you might be feeling the twist in your upper back or your lower back. What I want you to try and start doing is shifting your attention to your core. Most of us probably aren't aware, but it's the core that really allows us to dig a little deeper and twist that little further. And in case you haven't guessed it, today's class we will be twisting and building a little bit of fire in our belly. Exhale, unraveling and walking the hands out over the left leg. Inhale, pressing up, and we're going to meet in tabletop to begin with our cat-cow. So knees stacked under hips, wrists directly under shoulders. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the hips, open your heart space to the front of the room. Plant the tops of your feet down As you exhale, press the mat away with your hands and your feet. Suction up that stomach. Inhale, dropping back down, opening that chest. And I'd like you to move with your own breath. Move however you need to. If you need to rock a little bit from side to side, as you inhale, open up the spine. And exhale, contract it. You do what your body needs to do today. If you'd like to close your eyes over, there's an option just to feel each part of your spine moving. And twisting is all about the spine, so I might be chatting a little bit about that today. At your next exhale, we're going to meet in tabletop. Engage the core here. Find a really strong table. And exhale, we're going to bring the left hand under the right and begin to thread the needle. Your hips are in place where they are. Your shoulder and your head comes to the ground. And we press back up and swap sides, right arm underneath left. And so this is beginning to open up the flexibility of the spine. So I keep getting a message. And continue. And on the next one, I'm going to go on this side for you. We're going to bring the upper arm around and down to the other side, to the outer side of our hip. And we just open up that chest a little further. If this is too strong a bind for you, that's fine. You stay where you were. Just an option. Exhale, release the hand, pressing back up. And one more on the other side. The hand comes up, reaches around to the outer edge of that hip and thigh. Focusing again on that twist. And exhale, unraveling. We're going to tuck the toes into a malasana or yogi squat, So heels are facing in, feet face out, hip width distance, or you can go as wide as the mat. Arms come in between your knees. And hands come to heart center, yogi squat, malasana. Few breaths here, preparing the body to make our way into our twist. Next exhale, I want you to drop that right arm. The knee should be all the way up, almost in the armpit, palm faces up. And left hand comes all the way out and back behind you. So we begin our twist. If this squat is too difficult, we can go onto our tippy toes and bring your feet in a little bit closer. That might make it a little bit easier. So it's up to you where you're at. And we're going to bring hands back to center. And open up the other side. And so your knee or thigh should really be pressing into that bottom arm. Back to center. We're going to do a few more like this. And try and find your own flow. It becomes like a dance. Inhale, hands come to center. And exhale, open back up. So we're working on keeping the bottom half of our body still as we rotate open the top half. And exhale, we'll meet back in your classic yogi squat. I'm turning for you. And we'll begin to place the palms down, lift the hips up, and just walk the feet back a little to find your down dog. Pedal your feet out once you're there. Beautiful. You give yourself what you need here. Exhale, bringing the knees to the floor, back in tabletop. We're going to find that really strong table that we made before. Plant those feet down. Right hand comes up. Left leg rises. And we're not bringing our heel any higher than our hip, right? In line with our hip, our foot is flexed. Press the earth away. Inhale, bring them together. Exhale, press back out. Find the length. Inhale, back together. And exhale, straight back out. Length, you move at your own pace. The length when you get to the end point, from your heel to the tips of your fingers. One more, then we'll meet back in tabletop. Beautiful. Knees out, feet together, sitting back into child's pose. Just for a moment to catch your breath. Inhale, lifting back up, find that tabletop, and we're going to swap sides. You feel strong. Left arm rises, palm facing in, and right leg rises to the sky. Find your strength here in this length. Inhale, curl that in. See if you can curl a little tighter. Exhale, straight back out. At your own pace, focus on that squeeze and extend. As you extend that foot back, it's flat as if you're pressing onto a wall. One more. Beautiful. Meet back in tabletop. Walk the hands a little in front of the shoulders. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Down dog. Few conscious breaths here. Let the tummy relax. And then I want you to feel what it is to lift your thigh bones and suction in the stomach. Press the earth away with your hands and see if your hips get that little bit higher. Inhale, bend your knees, look to your hands. We're going to keep your hands connected to the mat as we slowly walk up. If you need to bend, you bend. And exhale, forward fold. Feet are hip width distance apart. And we're working here to fold the top half of your body over the bottom. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Arms come out wide, all the way to the sky. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Close your eyes over. Find your Tadasana that we were working on last week. Lift those toes, suction the feet, lift the thigh bones. Tuck your tummy, navel to spine. Open that chest without splaying those ribs. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, folding forward all the way down. Uttanasana, forward fold. Working to get the top of our heads all the way to our feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to shins, working that flat spine. Exhale, hands plant on the ground. We'll step back into our high plank. Set up your high plank. Heels under the balls of your feet. Really lift those thigh bones. Press the earth away with your hands. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lowering down for 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Untuck those toes. Really magnetize those elbows together. We're going to engage the core, so navel to spine, and shine your heart forward. Option here to continue to press up. Thigh bones lift off the ground. Head rolls a little bit back. Up dog. And exhale, shift the weight. Lifting your hips, untuck the toes. Down dog, pedal out. Feet come together at the back of the mat. We're going to go into a 3-legged dog. So left leg rises to the sky. Beautiful. You can roll that ankle about if you'd like. Inhale, we're going to tuck that knee in. We're going to come all the way and tap that left elbow and hold on. Switch it over, tap that right elbow and straight back out. Beautiful. Here we go again. So a twisted tiger curl, I like to call them. Inhale, bring that knee in, tap that left, and that right. Find that twist. Exhale, straight back out. building that fire in our belly. And again. Exhale all the way out. One more time. This time, extend that leg on the ground. Plant that back leg like warrior two, so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Right arm extends to the sky. Flex the foot, the left foot, to keep it engaged. Find that core, stack the shoulder blades. Exhale, hand comes to the ground. Left leg goes back to the sky. Bring that left leg next to the right. Knees come down. Hips down. Balasana. Good job, you guys. Close your eyes over. A few breaths here. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to press back up into our down dog. Bring our left arm to the outer edge of our right foot. And we're going to peek under our shoulder. Find that twist again in your core. Exhale. Bring that right leg all the way up. We're moving into Anjaneyasana. Untuck that back foot. And hands rise to the sky. That front foot working to get the thigh parallel to the mat. And the knee will begin to shift slightly over the front ankle as we deepen the hip opener. Hands come to heart center. And we're going to rotate over to the right side. So our left tricep comes to the outer edge of our front thigh. And find the twist in your core. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, deepen the twist. Option here, turn that right hand into a fist. And you can use it to really press open against your left hand to peel that chest open. Finding your twist again. Working to get, although the spine is twisted, straight alignment from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. Another option here, tuck that back toe, lift that back leg. Just adding a little bit of extra heat here. That back leg will provide you a lot of support in that front leg. Engage that core. Exhale, hands come to the ground. If you have not tucked that back foot, I want you to tuck it now. Left hand comes planted on the ground, right hand will peel all the way open. So it's like we have 3 points holding us up at the moment, while the right hand extends to the sky. Finding the twist. I'm going to turn around for you. So twisted. I want you to bring that right hand right down next to the inside of your right foot. We're going to plant that back foot so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Left arm is going to come up and overhead. If this is too deep a stretch for you, bring that back foot in a little bit more. Right hand, forearm comes to the front thigh. And left arm stretches over. Your options here. Engage that core. Konasana, side angle pose. Beautiful. We're going to pinwheel those arms open, straighten that front leg just for a moment. So we have our front leg pointing forward, the toes, and the toes in our back leg parallel to the back mat. Exhale, bend that front knee again. Warrior two. Really gazing over those front fingers, working to reach behind and in front. Flip that front palm. And we'll bring that back onto the back leg, not on your knee, in your shin or your thigh. And you open up the right rib, reversing our warrior. Might feel the burn in that front thigh. See if you can dig a little deeper. And exhale. I'm going to straighten that front leg. We're going to walk that back foot in just a little bit. Keep your arms extended. We'll begin to shift our hips to the left Right hand comes to the ground. If not to the ground, you can bring to your shin. Trikonasana, triangle pose. So we're creating a triangle here with our legs. And there's a little another one here between our thigh and our arms and our body. Beautiful. So option here, if that's too deep, hand on shin. Work not to lock that front knee though. Beautiful. Engage that back thigh. Use the back edge of that back foot to lift you a little higher. And exhale, lifting back up. We're going to walk that back foot in just a little more. And a little further out to the side of your mat. We're going to rotate it so it's the front corner, front facing the front left corner of your mat. So now your feet are both pretty much facing forward and you've got about hip width distance apart. We're going to put our hands in our hips. We'll begin to shift the weight a little back as our chest folds forward. We're going to bring our left hand to the ground and we're going to rotate over to the right. So we are, let me turn this way for you. So we are in twisted triangle pose now. Again, this might be too deep, so really don't push yourself. My hand really only just reaches the ground. So if that is the case, I want you to try and bring yourself as far down as you can without falling over. But here we're working on finding that twist. Stay there, you guys. And inhale, going to lift up. And bring your feet together. At the back, sorry, it's hard to keep switching sides. Bring your heels to the outer edge of your mat, and we're going to do our wide-legged forward fold, which we've all been in before. And here I want you to just try and release those legs, so shake them out if you need to. And we're going to grab a little twist here. So I want you to place your left hand directly under, let's say, your nose, right? So it's in line with your shoulders. Right hand comes to the sacrum, your lower back, and we open that chest up again to the right. Beautiful. In your wide-legged forward fold, even I'm guilty, we're going to try and get our hips in line with our heels. So we generally tend to lean back. See if you can put a little bit of extra weight in your toes. Beautiful. Exhale, we're going to switch sides. The right hand replaces the left, left replacing the right, and we're going to open up to the left side. Finding the twist in our left. And exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. We're going to bring our feet together, all the way together, still folded over. Toes touching, heels slightly apart. I want you to imagine I've slipped a piece of paper between your knees. And you've got to hold that paper without touching your knees. Exhale. Hands are going to come behind you. Lower your hips. Inhale, scrape the mat. Arms rise all the way up. Exhale, sitting back down. Utkatasana, chair pose. Engage the core to lift a little higher. And exhale, sink a little lower. Make sure you can see your toes. So shift your knees back if you need. Hands come to heart center. Exhale, straightening the legs, forward fold. 2 breaths here. I'm really working you guys today. 1 more. Bend your knees, scrape your arms back. Inhale, arms over all the way up. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Hands come to heart center. And this time we're going to twist our chair. Left tricep comes to the outer edge of your right thigh, pressing open. Twisted seat pose. Pravita Utkatasana. Option here, expand, extend both arms. If not, stay here. Exhale. Forward fold. Beautiful work. And we're going to do the opposite side. Exhale, hands come back. Inhale, arms rise all the way up. And rotate. Right tricep to your right thigh. Again, option here, left hand turns into a fist. Peel your chest open a little deeper. Find your twist. Deepen your core. And exhale. Forward fold. Doing wonderfully. I want you to keep your forward fold and just walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. So move your feet out a little so they are hip width distance apart. Straighten that spine. Hands come to shins. Take a deep breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rising up. All the way up, arms extend. Engage that core. Exhale, hands to heart center. And just shake the hips out a little bit. Good job, you guys. Inhale, find your stillness. Set up your Tadasana. Suction those feet, lift those thigh bones. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, folding forward. All the way down. Tanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the ground. Bend your knees, step back with the other foot this time. Beautiful. Press the earth away. Find your high plank. Inhale, shifting the weight forward, holding it, engage the core. And exhale, lowering down. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Untuck the toes. Get those elbows together. Hands come right in close to the ribs. Engage the core. Lift the chest. Option for up dog. Exhale, lifting up. Back to down dog. Pedaling out those feet. And find your stillness. Bring your feet together at the back of the mat. Right leg rises to the sky. Really use your glute and your hamstrings to press a little higher. Keep those toes pointing down. Engage the core. Inhale, bend the knee, bring it all the way into the chest. We're going to tap the right elbow and the left. Work on that twist. Exhale, straight back out. And again. Inhale, tap that right. And find the left. And exhale. And again. Work on finding that fire deep in your core. And do one more. And then your last one, we're going to extend that leg out. I'm going to swap over for you. Extend that leg out. Plant that back foot. So it's parallel to the back of the mat. And the left arm comes to the sky. That front foot is flexed, like you're standing on a wall. Reach for the sky and exhale back into your down dog. Find your breath. Lowering your knees, untucking the toes and sitting back into your child's pose. And take a few breaths here. Inhale, rising up, walking the hands forward a little bit in front of your shoulders. Bring the knees into hip-width distance apart. Tuck the toes and lift your hips. Back into down dog. And this time, we're going to bring our right hand under to the outer edge of our left leg. And we're just going to peek under our shoulder, finding the twist in our core while keeping the integrity of our hips nice and square. So twisting in the chest. Exhale, back to down dog. Bring that right leg in. We're going to bring that left leg up. Inhale, bend the knee and step it in the inside of your left foot. Lower that back leg, setting up for asana. Plant that front foot. Arms rise all the way to the sky. Beautiful. Few breaths here. Find the strength in your feet while being able to lift to the sky. Watching that we're not dumping into our lower back. Navel to spine. And arms rise to the sky. Hands come to heart center. And we begin our twist. So right tricep is now on the outer edge of our left thigh. Feel free to bring your left hand into a fist again if you'd like. An option here to lift that back leg. Finding that straight spine all the way from our base of our spine to the crown of our head. Engage that back thigh. Beautiful. And exhale, hands come down. Keep that back leg lifted. If it's not already lifted, lift it now. Right hand comes directly under the right shoulder. And we peel open our left arm, to the sky. Keep that back leg up. Find a deeper twist with each inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we find length. And exhale, twist a little deeper. I'm going to swap sides for you. And exhale, hands come both hands down. And we're going to plant that back foot. So rotate it so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Left arm comes to the inside of the front leg. And right arm peels up and over. Again, if this is too strong for you, you press up a little. Left forearm to the top of, to the top of the left thigh. Right arm comes over. Pajrakonasana, side angle pose. And we sit here as if we are in between two walls. So one straight body. So work on opening that top shoulder to the sky. Exhale, pressing up, straightening the front leg. Arms extend. Beautiful. I think you know where we're going next. Exhale, bend into that front knee. We're in our warrior two. Arms extending. Engaging the core. Use the outer edge of that back leg and back foot. We like to call it the knife edge. To press deeper into the mat. Flip that front palm. Back arm comes down to your back leg, not on your knee, ideally on your thigh or the calf. Don't leave that front bend. And breathe open into the left lung. Exhale, straight back up, straighten that front leg. And we're going to shift the weight. Shift our hips slowly back to the right. Left arm comes down to the ground. We're coming into triangle pose. Option here if you can't get to that ground. Hand comes to the shin. But work on not locking that front knee, okay? Here, It's the same in our side angle pose. We're working to stack the shoulder blades on top of one another and opening up our chest and our body really to the front of the room. Beautiful. Exhale, lifting back up. I'm going to swap sides for you. Now we're moving into our rotated triangle pose. So bring that right leg out just a little bit. So your legs are hip width distance apart and your back leg is facing the top right hand corner now of the mat. Your front toes are completely straight. Hands come onto hips. We're going to engage. We're going to begin to shift that weight back. Chest folds forward. Right arm gets to the ground. And if not, just as far as you can with that straight spine. Left arm to the sky. Rotated Trikonasana, Pravita Trikonasana. Inhale, we lengthen that straight spine. And exhale, deepen that twist. Beautiful. Exhale. Left arm comes to the ground. And we're going to bring the right foot to the side of the mat that the left foot is on. I'm just going to turn around for you, but we're bringing it to the back, to the side of the mat. Feet are now parallel to the front and back. We move into our wide-legged forward fold. Toes are slightly inverted. And we find our twist option here. So bring the left arm directly under your shoulders, but in the middle, so you become like a tripod. Right arm comes to your sacrum, and we twist open to the right. Now twisting is a really beautiful way to wake you up. It's associated with the fire element and is located in our stomach. Exhale, release, and we'll swap hands. Right arm comes down to the ground, creating that tripod, left to your sacrum, and opening up to the left side. And what we imagine when we twist is that our body is a washcloth, and we're wringing out all the gunk that's been stuck inside our body. We slightly cut off our circulation, and as we untwist, the circulation returns with a greater force. Beautiful. Untwist. We're going to walk our feet in all the way till they meet. We're going to bring our toes to touch, heels slightly apart. You think you know where I'm going. I will face this way for you. Exhale, bend your knees, arms come out behind you. Inhale, scrape the mat. We sit down, Utkatasana. Here, we be careful again, not to splay our butt open. We have to engage the core and shift those your hip bones off your thigh bone and sit a little deeper. Good job, you guys. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. We're going to go into our Pravita Utkatasana, so our rotated chair pose. Exhale, bend your knees, arms come out behind you. Inhale, scraping the mat. Exhale, arms down to heart center. And we're going to rotate open to the left. The right tricep comes to the outer edge, the left thigh bone. Find your twist. Option to extend your arms. And exhale, back to center, forward fold. And one more time, inhale, bend your knees. Arms come up, come to heart center, and we'll twist to the right. Find that twist. Option, arm extension. Exhale, forward fold. Open those feet back up. Inhale, halfway lift. Finding that flat spine. Finding your breath. Feet are hip width distance apart. Exhale, forward fold. Holding your front body, over your bottom body. Inhale, gonna rise all the way up. Slowly, slowly. Arms all the way up. And to heart center, exhale. Good job, you guys. We're going to bring both our feet together. And we're going to do something a little special. Oh, give me 1 second. Toes come to touch. We're going to find a point in your room that's not moving, so it's not me. And just listen to what I'm saying. So find a point, your drishti or your gazing point will be still. We slowly begin to shift your weight into the left leg. The right leg begins to come off the ground, and you're creating an L. So your foot is still flat. We're working to get the knee all the way to the chest, but foot is flexed. So bring your hands to interlace around the front knee, right knee, all the way to your chest. And exhale. We're going to keep it at a level point. So your thigh is now parallel to the ground. Stay with me. We're going to bring your left hand to the outer edge of that front thigh, and right hand will extend behind us, opening the chest up. Flex that front foot. Press the earth down with that foot that's standing on the ground, and work on your chest opener. Find that twist. Beautiful. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. Hand interlace that knee back into your chest, and slowly bring it all the way down to the ground. Beautiful. Shake out your hips, and we're going to swap sides. Bring your feet together. You're evenly placed. Find your drishti. Begin to shift that weight into the right foot. Left foot begins to rise, bringing it all the way into your knee, all the way into your chest. Interlace your hands around your knee. Flex that foot. Press the earth away with your standing foot. You'll find you'll start to bend. Keep that leg as straight as you can without locking the knee. Exhale. Knee comes down to our thigh bone is parallel to the ground. Foot in that front leg is still flexed. Right arm comes to the outer edge of that front thigh. Left arm extends behind us, working to find that twist. Engage that back leg, press into the earth, and find a deeper twist in your core. And you'll find one side will be different to the other, and that's perfect. And exhale, slowly coming back to center, bringing that knee into your chest, and lowering back down slowly. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you guys. Ooh, shake out your hips. And I'm going to give you a chance to do that one more time on each side. So your choice, perhaps start with the leg you had a little more trouble with. I find that's always best because then you get to do the fun side. So whichever foot that is, bringing it to center, shifting the weight, find your drishti. The leg comes up into your chest. And exhale, finding that flat, that 90-degree angle. Foot is still flexed, opening up the chest. Press into that standing leg. Back to center, knee to chest, and straight back down. And we'll swap sides. Really ground that foot into the ground. Other foot begins to lift. Bring the knee into your chest. Flex that foot that's in the air. Press the earth away. Find a level thigh and arms extend and open. Inhale, find your lift. Use your shoulder blades to really press open. And exhale, slowly come back to center. Bring the knee into chest. Exhale all the way down to the ground. And just shake your hips out. You're going to make your way all the way down to the ground. Oh, beautiful. And we're going to, I might be a bit dark, so just try and listen to what I'm saying. Sorry, guys. Bring both feet out in front of you. So we're in an L shape. Use your hands next to your hips. Lift your hips off the ground and sit straight back down onto those sitting bones. So you're even on both sitting bones. Bring your left leg over your right. And we're going to option here. I'll just face this way for you. Option here to bring that right leg. Also tuck it in next to your bottom. I enjoy that, but otherwise keep it straight. We'll bring the right tricep to the outer edge of the right foot, hand facing forward. We bring that left hand behind us, the center of our spine, twisting open. Inhale, find length in your spine. We lift higher. And exhale, we twist a little deeper. And exhale, slowly untwist and walk our hands over to the other side just to open up the chest. And we'll swap sides. So left leg now comes to the ground, right leg folds over. You can bring option again to bring that right leg in next to your bottom or keep it straight. You're going to bring the left tricep to the outer edge of the right thigh. And Kev, I think you're unmuted. And
whoops.
and you guys know where we are. Twisting. I think a beautiful thing about yoga is just when you feel like you're really fired up and, I don't know, ready to keep going, it's time to cool down. Exhale, untwisting, rolling over to the other side. Pressing back up. We'll find Bandha Konasana, bound angle pose. So bring your feet together. We've got a forearm distance between your heels and your groin. And once you find that, arms rise up. Exhale, we begin to fold forward, not at the expense of your spine rounding. So you find where you still have that flat spine and we sit there. Feel free to close your eyes over. And exhale, pressing back up. And we'll make our way to the ground, lying all the way down. We'll move into our figure 4. So we bring our left ankle to our knee. We bring the right knee to your chest, your hands interlace under your right leg. And you can use gravity here to pull that left knee in as close or as far away as you like. You potentially leaving that right leg on the ground is as much as you need. So you find what feels good. And exhale, lowering those legs back to the ground. We're going to swap sides. So bring that left knee up, right ankle crosses over, and your hand interlace under your left thigh. A little tip here, if that top leg, so currently you're right, if the foot is flexed, you may be able to get a little deeper in your stretch, but it's not necessary really. It's up to you. Start to connect back with your breath. We've built up all that fire in class today. And as we cool down, we begin to let it go. Exhale, bringing both feet down, knees are still up. We're going to shift both, we're going to lift your hips up off the ground, shift them a little to the left. We're going to bring both legs up. So it's going to feel a little funny right now, but your shins are parallel to the ground and your hips are a little bit to the left. We're going to bring both knees over to the right side. So we're going into our supine twist. Extend the right hand open and the left arm open, working to get the shoulder blades flat on the ground. Option, if you'd like a deeper twist, to bring those knees in closer to your chest. And your head rolls over to the right, finding the twist in that spine. And exhale, lifting back to center. And this time shifting the hips over a little to the left. Both knees come up, shins are parallel to the earth, and we'll roll them over to the right. Arms extended, shoulder blades still flat on the ground. Really focus on that left shoulder blade, keeping it flat, and head rolls over to the left. Option to deepen that twist, to bring your knees a little closer to your chest. So again, if it's too much, a little further away from your chest. And exhale, lifting those knees back to center. Shift your hips so it's equally in the center of your mat. Oh, bringing those knees into your chest. We're just going to hug them. Give them a little hug so you're like an egg. Breathe into your belly and feel those thigh bones lift. Exhale, we're going to bring those knees, moving them into happy baby. So our elbows will come on the inside of our knees, but our hands will grasp the outside of our feet. Working to press up with our feet, but our arms pull back, finding that equal weight. The knees are coming in towards our armpits. Now we can roll a little bit from side to side. Happy baby. Massaging that lower back. Exhale, lowering the feet all the way down as we move into Shavasana. Find comfortable seat option if you have a little blanket or something you like to cover your eyes. It's fine. Palms facing up. I like to shift my shoulder blades a little further under my chest just to open up that chest space. Inhale, big breath, and exhale, we sink into the earth. With each inhale, I want you to feel a little lighter. And every exhale, you release your muscles in your back, muscles in your face, and just let go. And we just slowly begin to deepen our breath and shift our attention back to our room, back to our body. Roll over to whichever side we feel we need to today. Make our way to a comfortable seat. Keep those eyes closed just for a moment as you bring your hands to heart center and revisit that intention that you set as you deepen your breath. I know it's not easy to find time to do yoga, but I think I said this last practice, I really think it's an act of self-love. So really thank yourself for doing it with me today, and I thank you for practicing with me. Namaste, my beautiful people. Happy Thursday, one more day to weekend. And I hope you enjoyed today's class. Thank you for coming with me, even when I get very, very dark. And I hope I got everyone a little sweaty today, because I got a bit. Okay, I love you all.